This your guy, Mr. Grand Morning.
Mr. Grand Morning. Mr. Grand Morning.
Boy, you heard him. And just like always, go ahead, drop your
city, your state, and our stuff so we can add some value to what you have going on in your life. Boom.
You heard him, folks. You heard him. You heard him. All right, man. Listen up, man. We just like always, man. We want to share some stuff. We want to share some stuff with you. So let's make sure we can be heard and seen. All right. So hey, if as soon as you can hear us or whatnot, man, go ahead, drop your city and state. All right. So that way we know we can be heard out there before we share this information. We definitely want to make sure that you understand some stuff, and not just that, man. If you got your kids out there, tell them come on in. I know it's the summertime and whatnot. Tell them come on in. Hey, we had to do a little bit of swimming ourselves, okay? So we're going to be sitting out by the pool. But before that, man, we definitely want to share this message with you. All right, man, listen up. Okay, like I said, bring the kids in and all that good stuff as well because, hey, they need to hear it, okay? They need to hear it. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, let me go ahead, man. I know people don't want to hear this, but you got to hear it. Becoming wealthy, for one, it's a team sport. And man, it can be boring. I'm going to hurt your feelings right here. We're going to hurt your feelings real quick, okay? It can be boring. And here's what we mean by this, okay? Think about it. Why is it boring? Because it's the same repeated steps over and over and over. Hey, yes, it is. But guess what? If you do them, you have no choice. There's no way in the world you will fail at becoming wealthy. I want you to hear that now. And it's easy. It's easy. But most people want the sparks and stuff coming out, but it don't work like that. Okay? So, hey man, we said we're going to share some insight into kind of what you want to be doing, not just as adults, but also as kids, man. Okay, just real quick. Now, imagine, since if you haven't heard about compound interest, man, is just money, just continue to grow over time, a little bit of money over time, and before you know it, bam! Boy, you got a lot of it, right? You got a lot of it, okay? Now, here's the thing. It's my turn. I didn't miss my turn over here. Getting a little too excited. It's okay, though. But, hey, here's the thing about it, okay? Imagine if, well, I'm gonna let you hear from them, okay? Guys, now, anytime you make money, how much do you put away off of every time you get any amount of money?
10% or higher.
You heard him. Say that again so they can hear you.
10% or higher.
Exactly. 10% or higher. So imagine, there's a reason why they say a higher. We say 10%. The reason you say 10% is this, ladies and gentlemen, because imagine if you do 10% of every time you got any amount of money.
Like
now,
a job payment.
Hey, what's up?
Like a job payment.
Hey, okay, he say a job payment, but hey, or better yet, like he say, or your paycheck. See, he say a job payment, right? I like it. He say babysitting. Okay. Anytime you get money, imagine if you put 10% away every time.
It goes up to a year.
And he says a year or even longer. Because look, man, you see how old they are. They're not that old. So imagine if they doing that every time you get that birthday money. Guess what you do? 10% of it. Hey, here you go. Hey, and when I say every time, this right here gonna drive you crazy. Nate. You gave me what, about $2 this morning?
25 cents.
Okay. And how much did I make you put? Well, let me back that up. He didn't give it to me, but he wanted to put it. He got some money today, and he knew automatically he had to put 10% away. So it was just what? How much? It was $2 and what?
25 cents.
It was $2.25. Guess what he did? 25 cents of that went towards his future. I want you to listen here now. That's at his age. He ain't but 10. I don't care how much it is. Most people think that you got to do it with an abundance of money. You don't. like I say, he had $2.25. Guess what? 25 cents of that went towards his future. That other $2, hey, look, you hear him, right? He said it's going to buy him a car. Hey, his mind be changing so much, man. Last week he wanted a what? He said a dirt bike. But see, well, if you start thinking about that at that age, man, it's going to be amazing. But I want you to hear what they said now. They said 10% or more. Now, of course, the older you are, the more you should be putting away. Go ahead, say it, Chris. The more you got to put away. You have to. Because if you don't, guess what? Man, hey, you're going to be working backwards when it comes to what you're supposed to have when it comes to your wealth. Now, but it don't stop there, ladies and gentlemen, because here's the deal. Now, something that we start implementing as well, that you got to start understanding the magnitude of this. When y'all want to buy something,
like a car.
Okay, how many times must you be able to afford it?
3.
Hey, I love it when you can't script stuff like this. This is stuff that we teach, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You got to be able to afford it at least 3 times. Can't afford it. If you go with a mindset like that, man, you can't help but win.
That's why I'm buying a cheap car.
Look at, hey, he said that's why he's buying him a cheaper car. Oh, my bad, he said a cheap car. Because he know he got to be able to afford it 3 times. And go ahead. Hey, you hear him? He say, "Oh, my hand-me-down." That's what he want. He want it cheaper, but hey, he gonna have to buy it still, because hey, why do I say that, ladies and gentlemen? Here's the thing: when you spend your money on something, you appreciate it more. You appreciate it more. But now, like I say, this is everything. Now, something that we talked about, that we've been talking about a little bit more as well. Now, when we say something that you can buy at least 3 times, here's the deal. Does that include your investment accounts?
Yes.
Hold up. Your investment account is for your what?
Future.
Your future has nothing to do with a vehicle or toys or stuff like that. No, and no. No, you don't invest just to stay in a green Lamborghini. And hey, check this out. This is what I like about it. Nate, remember the conversation we had last week about your Lamborghini and how much stuff would cost you? How much were your expenses going to be? You remember the amount? No, it was $3,400. Hey, that's with him getting a Lamborghini. That's with him, hey, not having any place to stay and stuff like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are things you gotta start changing the conversation at the dinner table. All right? Our conversation at the dinner table is completely different than what anybody else's would be. Okay? And here's why. Because what you instill in them, man, as they go forward in their future, they have no choice but to be amazing. And here's what I love about it. For me, I'm holding them accountable. But ladies and gentlemen, it was not always like that, because I'm partnered with some other folks that help me maintain being accountable. Now it's making me ensure that they stay accountable. I had to make sure that this education was imported into me, that was put into me. Okay, so now I'm able to put that same education into. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal, man. All right, if you like what we're talking about this today, all right, go ahead, man. Hey, in the comments today, what should the keyword be for them today? Hey, let's go with Lambo.
Yeah.
I knew they would like that.
How about green RV?
Man, let's go with just Lambo, because both of y'all can agree with that one. So, man, if you like what we talking about, man, hey, keyword today, drop it in the comments. Lambo. If you want some more information about what we're talking about and what we are doing, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Again, man, this your guy, Mr. Grand Morning.
Mr. Grand Morning. Mr. Grand Morning.
Man, you heard him, guys. Hey, if somebody shared this with you, make sure that you get with them, okay? And, hey, ask them, man, what is this these guys talking about? All right? Somebody got to hold you accountable, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, not just that, but wealth is a team sport. Ladies and gentlemen, once you understand those concepts and strategies, man, you have no choice but to be great. Man, again, man, y'all have a great day.
And a bus week.
Peace.
Peace.